Okay. So, it is the battery, possibly, right? Again, right? So, cause now it's working good again, right? And I bought the dollar battery, so they might last about a month or so, right? Month and a half, I don't know. Most two, right? Right. Now, what this is me dealing with normal everyday life, right? The only one I'm talking to is myself. I'm thinking out loud. You ever heard of that? Like Ed Sheeran, right? Sometimes, right? I'm discussing what I'm learning and what the problem is, and if there's a solution to it or not. Even if there's nothing I can do about it right now. Right. I still gotta try, right? So the unexplained caught on camera is what's on right now, right? From 2019, August 9th episode, right? Season 1, episode 5, right? It's called Haunted Honeymoon. A woman falls in love with the ghost of a 300-year-old pirate. Arg! A young man continues to be surrounded by meddling spirits. Okay. For nearly a decade, two men capture footage of UFOs, right? But all they are orbs or lights in the sky, right? Real far off that move around oddly. Right? And again, right? Whatever, man. So how it's made on Science Channel. Well, see, like Paul said, the body is not the eye only, nor is it the hearing only, nor is it the ears only, right? Nor is it the mouth only, right? Though one of them, you only have one of, the rest of it is two of. You have one nose but two nostrils on each side. Go figure that one out. All right. And again, right. Something made us. And something taught us how to rebel and harm ourselves, right? And it tells us it taught us good and evil, right? Over unconditional love, which, lets you be good and evil, right? Because it can't control you, right? See, love can tell you what to do, but it still can't control you and stop you from doing something that's a mistake for anyone or everyone, right? Just even a song Ridiculousness is on MTV. The Crystal Skull with the Indiana Jones. Gulp Forest. That's his military name. Lean on Me, Pulp Fiction. Crystal Skulls again. Color of Care, which there's no color. Lean on Me. But we're a mirage. We're an illusion. We're what we're supposed to be and not supposed to be, right? And we're caught up in its sin. It's sinning with us, not us with God or Jesus, right? Though some would say if he got to be with 7 women like David outside of Jerusalem and 10 virgins in Jerusalem, right? Who knows what's going on with Jesus, Christians? That's 17 women total, by the way. You don't even want to deal with that. Yeah. Woo, pretty girl.
Really any grand romantic gesture or proposal. It was really just a transition.
How does one wed a 300-year-old ghost?
there are certain things that need to be followed if you want to get married in the UK. Like there has to be verbal consent on both parties, that being one of them, which obviously is a problem if you have one person who isn't physical.
Unfortunately,
Duh.
for these two living and undead lovebirds, it is illegal to marry a deceased person in Britain.
Uh-oh.
Undeterred,
It's illegal to do
say,
that.
international
So does that mean you can't marry and be a bride of Christ or something like the Catholics do? Is that why they did that? No.
July 2016, and when we got out there, even though it was actually quite a nice day when we left harbour, it was literally so rough when we got out there. The boat was like being thrown all over the place. You couldn't stand up without holding on to something. One of the guests actually got
What's your child do, Barry? Captain Jack Sparrow? Johnny Depp.
the ceremony was ready to begin.
Okay.
we lost
Okay.
a lady who challenged for Jack.
Wow.
Because
Wow.
obviously, you know, I
Cuckoo.
said yes, you know, he wants yes, but that wouldn't have been acceptable.
I'm just teasing.
Asked to communicate on behalf of the couple was medium Crystal Dove.
He was talking to me, he was laughing because someone had threw up on her dress. He thought this was hilarious. She wasn't a bit amused. I remember him telling me that she looked lovely. I remember that part. And we just went ahead with the ceremony.
But you don't use a portrait of Johnny Depp if you're talking to a ghost. It ain't gonna look like Johnny Depp. No.
What was it for Brian?
Even I could look like Johnny Depp, but don't. Oh, no, sorry. No. Had it backwards.
You know, fast forward into the wedding night, I guess. Like most stories. When people talk about having sex
Arg.
or spiritual sex, there's quite a lot of confusion around it because people actually don't know really what it is. A lot of people think it's masturbation, but it's not. The best way that I can describe how is that if anybody has been to a medium or anybody has ever been to even a haunted building or their spine and they're like, ooh, you know, I can feel something.
That's my critique on that.
When you have
I don't know,
sex,
right.
you obviously have to be able to feel their energy and feel what they're doing to you.
Is it all still happily ever after?
But what if it's Satan? Right? See, demons came into flesh and became what? Dead men, right?
It's the same in any relationship. It doesn't
Like
matter
Satan
your
died,
relationship
right?
with a man, with a woman.
That's why you're confused about it, Christians. You're not seeing the body of Satan in Eden. Wasn't a serpent. Though we have a triune reptilian brain with three hemispheres, right? Why is that? You're big on the Trinity, right? So do the women. Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Mother, daughter, and Holy Ghost. So you can't have one without the other, right? You're not independent of one another either. So if people are confused about their sexuality, Christians, it's your fault. Not theirs. But I'm trying to help all men, right? Even the gays, right? To repent, right? Without condemning them or shaming them, right? And trying to give them a chance, right? You're not, right? You're shaming them, making them feel like they're low lives, and no wonder they don't want to be your friend, right? Or don't give up what you say to them, right? Or ignore you, right? You're not explaining it rationally. You're sounding illogical and crazy about it yourself. Oh, God said so. No, Moses said so, right? Per saying God told him that. You don't know that? You don't know that. Even Moses can make up commandments for men to follow, right? Any man can, right? Now, the thing is, are the commandments just or unjust, right? Even Isaiah warns the Jews that some people might not even want them eating sheep or oxes or goats one day, right? That could be about the vegetarians or something. I don't know, right? What it all means, I know. But it's relating something to you in the future from the past that you might have to deal with, right? One day. And it has to do with man eating other animals, right? For nourishment, right? And then you got the cattle mutilations, right? Something's mutilating cattle in America, right? Almost like some kind of laser, even in bloodletting, you're going to get a few drops of blood on the ground, right? The cow's whole blood system, right, is like, evaporated, right? And they believe like we do. The life is in the blood, the Lord said, right? Even with a cow. But you don't want to get that, I know. Yeah. Now, there's 8 chapters in the Song of Solomon, and what I'm going to do is go over it chapter by chapter, reading at least 2 different versions for now, right? Which will be the 2 I got, the Jewish and the Septuagint, right? Now, the Septuagint really talks about breasts a lot more than the Hebrew side, but they again spell the word Shaddai with 1 D, right? And it's kind of hard to say it that way. Shed E, I guess, right? But it's still talking about the same body part of a woman, right? Not a man, right? How do you know, right? Well, Chezah, I don't know, which is Kazah, right, is a different consonant in the Hebrew, right? And that's what Daniel used to describe the idol chest area, which would be made in the image of a man, right? Not God. Not God. That's neither male nor female, Jew nor Gentile, bond nor free, black nor white, rich nor poor, right? Shall I go on? Gay nor straight, right? Right. Those are opposites. You get it, right? Yin and yang, yang. See, we're acting like yin or yang, not yin and yang anymore. That's what I'm telling the Chinese too, right? You're more yin or yang than yin and yang. You're not being whole anymore. You're making the female evil and the male good, right? You're both evil. You can both be good, right? What matters is love, though, right? True love. And Russia sure as hell don't get it. They're squabbling over land again, right? Because of the ports, right? In Ukraine, that once was part of their territory, and now it's not anymore because Ukraine wants to become some sovereign nation, right? And they can't have that, can they, right? I guess what little money Ukraine brings in, they don't want to lose, huh, right? I told you why before. This ain't the first time I brought up Ukraine, right? Is it? No. I brought up Ukraine during Trump. Yes, I did. They were having problems then, right? This ain't a new boat in the sea, right? Been going on a while. Seems like y'all want to deny it. And think it'll fix itself, right? Well, it's like Israel has a nuke, so everyone in the Arab community wants one too. Iran, right? Turkey, right? Iraq, right? Egypt, right? And Muslims are doing their own form of religion too, just like the Christians did with Christianity and the Jews did with Judaism, right? You're silly things, all of you, in your scriptures and writings, right? And you're not listening to your prophets. You're doing what they're telling you not to do. See, if I tell you to do something, do I mean you're supposed to do it, or think about it before you do it? Think about it before you do it. Right. A jihad is not necessary unless you can't live in peace with people who are of a different religion than you. That's a choice. That's a choice. If you try to kill people who believe differently than you, what's going to happen? They're going to want to kill you back. You start a war, right? You're warmongers then, right? That's what the prophets mean. They that die by the sword, killed by the sword, right? Right. Another way to say it, backwards, right? Ain't that what John said in Revelation, right? Well, the sword is also your words, right? And how you treat one another, good or bad, right? The all bad is the flip side of the coin, right? You're doing the opposite of what you normally can do if you're being a good person, right? You're doing another choice, right? And there are only two choices, right? Usually, right? The right choice or the wrong, right? That, again, is what I'm trying to explain to you. God is trying to forgive us, and Satan is trying to condemn us and get us to condemn one another, right? God wants us to forgive because we're all guilty of the same sins, right? You can't do any worse than me or any better, idiot, right? Nor I you, right? And I'm calling you an idiot because you're playing dumb, right? I sometimes say acting the fool, right? Fool, right? I'm calling you that name for a reason, right? But that's what Jesus means, without a cause. See, without a reason, right? In other words, right? If your brother's doing something dumb, you're supposed to correct him if you can, right? Or sister even, right? Not saying anything, right? The best you can. Now, if, again, right, she's trying to talk you into it, and you're trying to talk her out of it, you still don't get to attack me, if you change your mind, right? Later, right? Right. You know what I mean? Right. Male or female, no. Right? And like I told you, if you come here and I don't even know who you are in public, right? Exactly. Now, there were 4 Asian women, surprisingly, at the Huddle House when I went today, right? Among other people, right? But because the seat opened up, I sat across from one of the ladies, right? But I didn't do nothing weird. I just waited for my food like normal, right? Drinking my water and making my coffee and slowly drinking that throughout the meal, right? And had a cup of coffee and 2 cups of waters to kind of dilute the coffee, right? So that I'm not drinking only coffee or only water, right? And again, right? You know what I mean, right? That's why I don't get kidney stones myself, right? So if you, for instance, drink only soda or certain things, right, you might develop kidney stones like David did, right? I know. Though I ain't heard from him since he moved to Oklahoma, right? In a while. What's this about? Conducting an electrical charge, right?
No matter how hungry you are, please don't try this at home.
Okay. I wasn't planning on it. Nope. I know that, what that is, right? And that's stupid. That's stupid. Stupid is as stupid does, right? I know. Might be crazy, but I ain't dumb. All I know is someone blacked me out. I don't know who. I don't know exactly when. I don't know if me and girl went in this bathroom or not. But if we did, she would have to go voluntarily. Right. And I don't do that with everybody, right? Just got weird in that store. That one. As far as I know, I'm eating normally too. I never did that, not ordinary, right? But it's not as though Frederica didn't have a choice, or Tina, right? That's what they're gonna call themselves, right? I'm sure that's not their birth name if they're from Asia, right? Right. Ha. Ha. Ha ha ha. But like I said, all I know is I'm single and I ain't remembered who I had sex with since Molly V, right? And then Justine is acting weird. Just because I'm eating out there at Tim's place, right? Right. The Deli Mart, right? And then when Tim hires me, she acts weirder, right? Won't even take me on a delivery with her. Like I even said anything about liking her, and you never did, but I never did, right? Or not liking her. But I think someone thinks I would like her and told her so, right? And made her act crazy. And there's nothing I can do about it because I live there. Right? And at the time, it was one of the cheapest places to eat. Right? For something I didn't mind eating. Right? Now everything's high. Now everything's up. And I still use coupons. Right? Anyway. Right. Because, see, if you're in real life, you got to relate something to something, right? And you're showing people, hey, I know what's going on around here, right? And see, I don't agree with everything you do, but I'm not here to stop you from doing it all either, right? I'm just making sure you understand, right? That some people see that as weird and are violent about it, right? Not me, I don't care, right? In that, I'm not trying to harm you, right? But like with Rose or Mary Bell or any ex, right? It ended because you wouldn't commit, right? Or she broke it off or whatever, right? And wouldn't commit. I wouldn't commit. Now, I guess she liked the sex maybe more than she should have. I know. But sex ain't a relationship alone, right? And dating me off and on and going out to the movies or whatever, right? Then back to the apartment, right? for sex. Ain't a real relationship either, right? Uh-oh, something's moving across the floor. Right. Well, there's one thing, a string under the door, right? Could do that. But then you're editing the string out, right? I don't know. Just a suggestion there, right? Oops. But they're recording it live, right? That's what I'm asking, though. Can you handle it?
Since I was living with other people. Anyway, now that I'm in this house, is starting again.
But see. It's moving around without no one touching it, I guess, right?
So
Is the point.
ghostly appeal.
I've come to the conclusion that I have more than one entity attached to me.
This realization has produced dramatic and still more unexplainable results.
So, since moving to this house, it seems like I've got another spirit sort of following me a little bit, or at least she's in my house. I don't know if it's me she's necessarily following.
But see, the difference between me and you is I'm home all day, and I need something to do that's productive, right? So I'll watch TV shows you don't want to watch, right? Let's see.
When I was talking about her family and her friends, and I was asking if she might be able to talk to any of them, and she was either not responding, or as I took it as a no, there's nobody I want you to talk to. I kind of go, like, just a real big sense of sadness. Like, you can see it in her face that, like, my mood dropped. I can only kind of describe it as being, I think, a sense of loneliness. Like, it almost felt like a state of depression.
Embracing his situation, Michael has started investing in special equipment to further his paranormal investigations.
I finally got myself a Kinect camera. Would you be able to sit down, make yourself comfortable?
The SLS camera that's being used is mapping the immediate environment using a series of infrared dots. And this matrix grid that it's produced is invisible to the naked eye. And in this particular case, what you see is a person sitting next to Michael on the sofa. It completely blew my mind.
What we are literally seeing is the Kinect camera seeing Michael and a spirit sitting side by side. It's incredibly rare.
But not like in Harry Potter, you understand, right? You can't see the full apparition for some reason, right? And I'm not saying it's not real. Other people are.
I think my main goal.
See, I'm also critiquing it, which makes it legal fair use. I know.
Investigating my home life. I've opened this door now. It's time to see if it's actually possible to close it again.
All over the world, more people than ever before are capturing seemingly unexplainable events on their cell phones. What the hell is that? Look at CCTV.
Wow.
And dash cams. With handheld recording devices a part of our everyday life. I don't know what it is. Who can explain it to me? How long will it be before you capture the unexplained on camera?
This program is for entertainment purposes only, that right? Again, right? So you can or can't take it serious, right? That's the problem, right? See, if it's for entertainment, you don't know if it's real, fiction, or somehow they're making it look real, right? That's why you gotta be careful, right? And see, I'm home all day, right? And I do know it takes human hands to do all that, right? Though that would be good editing, that's the problem, right? If Hollywood can edit spaceships, right? Anyone can. Uh-oh. That girl seems to be levitating, right? In the air. But we also know only wires, which like in Kung Fu movies, can get you that high, right? And they edit out the wires so you don't see it. Now the thing is, in the movie world, right, of Kung Fu, you can fly through the trees, and right? But in reality, you probably can't, right? I don't know. Now, certain things you can do, like to break a board or something, you got to get in a different frame of mind, right? Because if you just try to hit it with brute strength, you might can break your hand, right? You got to hit it the right way, too, right? Whoa. That's why I'm doing this. I'm being charged with mental illness and just showing you how I'm dealing with it, right? Okay. From my shipmates in the Navy, right? Well, see, who are they going to go to ask how I behave on the ship? Not me. You. I'm the one hearing voices by 93, right? Cause of stress with the shipmates, right? And a new girlfriend in the church trying to make us inmates in it. And talking about touching each other in a sexual way. And saying it's okay to do it. Well, you can, right? But I was never taught it was okay to do it, per se. I was taught it's a choice, right? If you do that or not. And you can say no to it, too. If someone else wants to do it, you ain't got to do it with them, right? Get it? Get it. Only a rapist tells you it's not a choice, right? And tries to make you do it anyway. That's what I was taught, too, right? Now, if I'm offering you oral sex and you don't say you don't want full Monty, right, with me, you're letting me do what I want to do down there. I don't know. Whether it's fast or slow or not, too, right? And that's called regret sex from my point of view, right? If we do something and then you regret it, right? Or you realize you were wrong, right? And not me, right? That's okay too, but I'm still a man looking for a woman to marry him and have sex with him. That's part of what that is, ain't it? Now, if we do a little premarital sex, right? The Bible don't say you can't marry that way. No, I don't. I know. Nope. It don't say you can't have premarital sex and get married later on. Moses talks about it, right? Now, if she's old enough, right, and a certain age and unbetrothed, right, you can ask permission, right? If she's betrothed, you both can be stoned, depending, right? Though it's different if you're making her versus she's going to you. Like with Dinah and Sichem, right? See, Dinah went to Sichem's country, right? Not the other way around, which is why Jacob was upset with Levi and Simeon, right? They're taking the law into their own hands, like they're the fathers when he is. And he knows that's a delicate situation and is wiser than the sons, right? And they're lawless. They don't get it, right? They're bad examples of not to do it. Right? You can't control sex either. Once you do it, it's done, right? Even if the other person don't know. I remember. That's like roofing someone, right? You know what I mean? And that's considered rape of that person too, right? See, if you know you're too young and I don't, and you let me do it with you anyway, and I didn't tell you I wanted you. You did. And I didn't tell Kelly I was interested in her, only that I dreamed of someone who looked like her. There's a difference. Though I also dreamed of having sex with a redhead, which was weird. But that's two different looking kind of women. From A to Z. I've also been with African and white women, right? You know, all the rainbow I've been with. And you're all the same. Just like men are similar, right? Now, only difference might be size, maybe. Slightly different, right? I don't know. But see, the problem with cameras is they can add to, right? or take away from something, right? Uh-oh. She's freaking out, right? Excuse me, in just sleep, right? Earlier. Okay.